That was an amazing Zoolander pose.
That was my that's my rubber face pose. Everybody's getting rubber face. Everyone's interfering with their face these days.
Are they?
Ah, you know the way all the Botox
there's
and
another
everything.
trend I'm behind.
Oh well, I think we should.
Nobody ever tells me about these things.
I don't know, man. I think we should stay behind the trend. I can't imagine myself getting Botox operations. What would you get a Botox operation for? Put it into your balls, get all the wrinkles. Imagine what that would look like. Imagine you took down your trousers and it'd be like a snooker ball, not a wrinkle in it. Just this ivory round, perfect old bollock. You could paint it up and put a number 10 in a spud stripe on it.
A Botox operation. Yeah. Take it to the extremes where, I think I saw an x-ray of my kidneys. I think they're looking a bit wrinkled. I think I might get a bit of Botox in them.
What? Yes. Well, I might as well. When you're doing my scrotum, I'd like you to give the old kidneys. Get rid of the wrinkles out.
My large intestine is very wrinkled. It's all squashed up in there. Bit of Botox on that would do it the world of good.
Let's do that. I don't want a hair left on my body. Get rid of the eyebrows, all the pubic hair, and I want me scrotum to be as rounded and perfect as the head of a 90-year-old man. That's what I want. Oh, that's not real.
Amazing. You'd never be tempted. Well, I know the answer to this question, but you'd never be tempted by a bit of plastic. No.
Oh, Jesus, no. I don't even like using my bank card. Never mind getting it inserted into my head. You know what I mean? No, I wouldn't do any of that. No, let nature take its horrible, ravaging course.
You say that, but I mean, nature hasn't been kind to me. You know, if I was to ask the question, what has nature ever done for me?
You're a very good-looking man.
Maybe some lad with a knife and a bit of plastic, or a bit of mala. Mala would be the way forward for me. Yeah, look, I don't want to overcommit, right? So could you do it in mala, and that way, if I don't like it, I can take it off.
You want me to give you a mala scrotum? Yeah, I want to be able to take it off and turn it into a shape and then stick it back on.
Just in case I don't like it. If you could lift me eyebrows and me chins and things, but in case I don't like it, I want to be able to put it back.
But loads of it now, because I don't want to run out. So down to my knees, a big mala scrotum down to my knees. I can take lumps off and give it to the kids to play with if they're annoying me.
Do you reckon there's people listening to this who don't even know what mala is?
Probably, yeah. Mala. That's probably not a thing anymore, is it?
But I mean, it's gas. We were in school. Mala was a class.
People don't never understand.
It was a class for the likes of us who, do the mala while everybody else is doing something properly.
Yeah. I know. I remember, genuinely, primary school for me was, right, come in the morning, right, teacher's hungover, right, bit of mala, right, we'll start with a bit of mala, right?
That's true, yeah.
Right, he's there going, right, I'm going to do some make snakes, right? I'm going out for a smoke. And then he'd be in a humour. So he'd come in and do history, and the history was, right, fuck the Brits for a start, right? And it was all anti-British. It was real anti-British history. There was no nuance or anything to it.
Who was your teacher? P. O'Neill.
I tell you, he was like that. It was mad. And then it was like, right, and then you draw pictures. And sure, what were you drawing pictures of? And I remember we were learning, even if we learned songs, it was "A Nation Once Again." Bunch of 5-year-olds.
Oh my God!
That was it. Mala. Anti-British history and religion. Of course, there was always religion. Yeah. So if the Brits weren't trying to get you, it was Jesus.
Some major organisation was going to get you.
Yeah, I was running around the yard with our Mala rifles. Come on, they were that. Come on, they were that.
It's so weird because you hear now about schools and the plan is for every school to have iPads for every student and resources and there's all this and literally kind of Mala and Lego obviously in posh schools.
Yeah, we were there.
Mind you, if there was Lego in your school, none of it matched anything. It was a mixture of Duplo and Lego.
Yeah, Duplo and Lego.
That wouldn't go
and then
together.
if you put two together and you couldn't get them apart, you got in trouble. It was,
Oh, man.
And we were in a prefab, so you were freezing.
We were in a prefab as well.
Yeah. Prefabs were a big part of, they were supposed to be temporary, and they were temporary. They were only there for 40 years, maybe. Temporary enough.
That's right, yeah. We were in a prefab.
So and there was 33 people in our class. 33 of us. There was
we had to do, I remember, we had to do, gym or whatever, PE, whatever. Well, like I don't know, I can't even remember what it would have been called then. But gym, I suppose, in a prefab, right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, have you ever tried doing a high jump in a prefab?
I haven't, thank God.
The ceiling's quite low.
That's
Talk
unreal.
about not setting the bar high, literally.
Yeah.
Because if you were to jump too far, you'd hit the fucking ceiling.
Of course you would. And then, of course, back in our day when you were like, there was kids that maybe, I don't know, they kind of were developed like grown men. Do you remember them kids?
Yeah. There was always one of them, yeah.
There was one of those kids, he came in, he was a kid, like, but he had a beard, Big Daddy Mickey on him, all hair and everything. When you were in the showers after and all these were just little young lads, and he'd be there with the Big Daddy cock, and I'm like, it's like you have to think he rubbed it off his outfit. What'd you bring that into school for? Your dad comes home from work and sees you have that, he's going to go mad. Remember that the way you'd be a different colour to the rest of them? You know, the first time you see your dad's Mickey, you're like, oh my fuck, I wouldn't talk to me over for a month just because I knew he had one. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
absolutely
absolutely revolting. Fucking carry on.
You walk in and he's sitting on the side or something. "Ah, fuck off!" on the big Mickey, and you're like, the thing was purple and all. What was that? Dude? I can't believe he has one of them. And then and then the first day you're in school and you'd be all nervous and all because you'd have the one priest. Everybody into the loo now. Grow up, get into the shower. And we one lad standing in the shower with his jeans and everything because he'd be fucking down. I can't be in the nude. And and there'd be then the one lad swanning around, a big flute and all of them.
Yeah,
12 years old and a flute down to his knees. You're like, what's going on here? What? Where did they get him? Hairy hands and all. Oh, you know yourself, I'm getting married next year. You haven't even made your confirmation. What sort of person are you?
Oh my God. He must have had an amazing school.
Yeah, well, now I will say.
Obviously, the Bash Street Kids was based on your school.
I will say, I wasn't in the most academic of classes either. You know what I mean? But I just remember all these things.
Do you ever, when you were in
never
school,
see any of that now.
Do you ever have that thing where you were put into other classes because your teacher didn't show up? As you say, probably drunk.
You hung over or not in humour.
I can't face them today. Yeah, no, I understand. Don't worry, I'll dish them out around the place.
Yeah,
and
we'll spread them out.
You'd get put into other people's kind of classes.
Get brought in. 3 or 4 of you from your class be brought in.
And then you'd be brought in, and invariably they'd say, did you bring any mala with you? Yeah. Just take it out and do it.
We're doing maths. You do the mala down the back. Do the mala down the back. What? Make me a dog.
And you'd always find out then as well what other teachers were like that you didn't have, and you'd realise, oh my God.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be counting your blessings. You
would always. Yeah. I'd go back and go, you know what they're doing in there? Like sums and shit. And all the lads be there rolling around with the mala and hairy fella be there going, what? Tugging away. What are they doing? I still think you're a grown man. We'll get back to you. But I still think you should be.
Are you sure he wasn't your teacher?
Yeah.
Are you sure that it wasn't your teacher who was just very pally with you?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Getting into the shower. That was some workout, lads, wasn't it?
Yeah, imagine. What secondary school are you going to? What Jimmy Torrance? I've been teaching you for the last few years. What? I knew there was something weird about you.
I don't. When you take your glasses off, I don't recognise you. It's like Superman. It's amazing.
So, are you really teaching? It must be the elbow patches are gone off you. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I know. I hated school. I have to say, I despised.
No, so did I. I wasn't a fan of school at all.
Isn't it mad? And then that's why I find it really hard to relate to people that the good old days. Those were the days.
Yeah.
Or those fucking mentalers that live in South Dublin and they're like 47 years old and they're like, Blackrock boys are on the piss again. You're like, man, are you joking? You left us when you were 16 or 18.
Yeah.
Blackrock boys are on the piss again. Yeah. And they never stop. It's been their whole life going on. Their a secondary school, not college or not their job or their pals from the area. It's all like, I tell you, I'm on the rock.
You don't choose to be a rock boy.
Yeah.
It chooses you.
You know them lads. Come on, the Clongowes gang, we're going on to town. Clongowes boys, you're 60. You're fucking 60. Take your blazer off, man. You need to live in the real world.
Like a really sad version of the Masons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They realise that they each know whatever the fucking rowing song was or something, and it's like it transports them back in time.
I know.
Oh my God! Can't believe it! I've met another rock boy.
Those are the best days of our lives, boys. Am I right? What? School?
Yeah.
Are you
the
serious?
unfortunate thing is those fuckers are all the lawyers and everything that are out there
They run the country,
ruining your life. Yeah,
I know, they ruined the country. Yeah. They not ruin it. They ruin it. They rule the country.
Yeah.
You never get a look in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they, and you know, like I know lads. It's gas, isn't it? I know lads who went to college, Jim, right? I do.
Yeah. Now,
I
not
know.
many, to be fair.
Yeah,
but
now,
no.
yeah, a few of them though, and they're saying that the different experiences they had.
Some of them were actually allowed in. The others, in fairness, they were in there trying to steal chairs. But you know, some of them were actually studying.
I know he was a caretaker, like, but he was there. You know, he heard a few lectures.
Yeah.
But he was a couple of them that went to Trinity, right? And they were saying it was such a weird mix because you get lads out of the country, right?
Yeah.
And some of those lads being no shit back in the 90s now, they'd never left the county they were brought up in. And all of a sudden they're like in a bedsit with two other fellas they've never met before. But you know, other country lads, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, these dubnose know the heads on them. Walking around, going into McDonald's, can I have a knife and fork for that? You know, real, completely green.
Yeah.
And then the other type of person they met were these lads who came from sort of that.
Yeah, who felt they were entitled to be there.
Yeah, like they owned the place, and, and all they talked about was, you know, their secondary schools they came from was like, so what, you know, what? They'd ask people what school they came from.
Are you blue? Are you blue?
Yeah, or they'd ask you what school were you in? He's like, oh yes, Paul's Raheny.
Exactly. Yeah. What is that now? What is? Yeah.
They're going, it's a school.
It's a school.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right. Sorry about that.
I didn't realise. I thought there was only 4 schools.
Well, how tough for you. Well done. Learning to read. Well done learning to read. You know, like,
Raheny, you say?
Yeah, Raheny. Yeah.
Well, yes. What county's that in?
Yorkshire. But it's just the difference, I suppose. I've never had the experience, but I've definitely met them. Those secondary school obsessed lads.
Yeah.
You know, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
You see them in workplaces now.
That's, I mean, whatever about
lads
this,
and
why is it the secondary
loafers.
school thing?
I
As
don't
opposed to
know.
like, you know, because like whatever about the Trinity types or the actual university types being, but what is it about secondary
I really
schools?
don't know. It's just there's a handful of secondary schools and they have their own rivalries together and they're all, you know, very well to do, and I suppose they come out of them. I suppose you know what the problem is? They come out of them schools. Do you know what they have, Jim? Educations, and they think that makes it. No, good
it gives them notions.
Gives them notions. You know what I mean?
Gives them to be.
Whereas you came out of our schools with a deep, complex and personality disorder,
a number of scars,
and
both physical and psychological.
Yeah,
and you know that sets you up for life.
I remember in the 80s, my French teacher, right? He's saying, if you don't learn this, you'll never leave this country. Is that what you want? I was like,
you'll never leave this country.
You'll never leave this country.
Because the only place you can go is France.
It's out. You're going to be. Let's be realistic, Peter. She was basically saying you're going to be working on a building site in Germany if you get lucky, right? You know what I mean?
You're going to need to ask for more mortar, right? So you have to learn this stuff.
Do you know how to hold a shovel? Do you? Because you don't. And if you don't learn French, you'll never get a chance. Like that was her threat was if you don't learn French, you'll never get out of Ireland. I have a funny feeling they probably weren't saying that in a lot of schools around.
No.
You know certain schools around the country.
Yeah.
And then there was those boarding school lads. Because I played rugby in one of the only north side rugby schools.
Yeah,
there was. So you
why does Clontarf not have a touch of that?
Clontarf has a lot of that going on. Yeah, Clontarf has a lot of that going on. So there's no schools.
So how did you get in?
Well, Jim, who knows? I suppose living with a lot of mental patients under the same roof, you know, it has its own. Well, that's another bleeding story. But you know yourself. But like in Raheny, like I had, you know, there was us and there was Mount Temple.
Actually, to be fair,
and that was it.
PJ would fit with that whole kind of like. I mean, if you'd have taken a different path, PJ Gallagher as a name could well be a very, a
tough name.
What? Yes. Myself and PJ had absolutely fantastic times on the yacht.
Oh yeah, I'll be there going.
I mean, PJ Gallagher could well be a Toff's name.
Oh, that's a pity.
There's probably lawyers and everything that are called that are known as PJs.
There's 3 PJ Gallaghers.
Rugby types with PJs. You know what I mean? Although JP sort of sounds better. JP as opposed to PJ.
There's 3 PJ Gallaghers I'm aware of other than myself.
Right.
One of them is a boxer from Donegal.
Okay.
The other one is a pub owner in Australia.
Okay.
And the other fella literally just bought a chipper in Ballybuck. They're the PJ Gallaghers. They're the other three PJ Gallaghers that I'm aware of.
We should get all them together. Can we get all them on the show someday?
And there was a PJ Gallagher back in the 90s that was involved in some huge Fianna Fáil scandal, wasn't he? He ran off with a big bag of literally ran off with a bag of money, didn't he?
Oh, fantastic.
So I think
he's your hero.
of the four now, he's the one I'd rather be. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I suppose any name though, isn't it? Well, no, I was going to say any name can sound like it's posh, but it can't really. Sure, it can't.
Well, I know what you're saying. I suppose it depends on how you say it, but there's probably certain names that there's not a lot you can do with them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of some now, but I'm trying. I don't want to insult people either. And there's a couple of them now would bring me into sort of societal problems. I'll be naming off, lads. I think I'll stay away from that. I'll just accept I'm not involved in any of it. I'll walk away.
Mind you, the other side of it is, if you had gone to one of those schools, right? If you had gone and been, sort of like, a blue in the blood and whatever, that they go on about.
Yeah.
I mean, would you have been happy?
Yeah. I think you would, man.
I mean,
I think you would.
If you'd have been forced to earn, millions a year as a high flying, solicitor or something, or maybe a professor of surgery at somewhere. I mean, would you really have been happy?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I think I would. I know I was a knob. You know what I mean? If I was standing at the pool doing the whole some of the greatest horseplay of all time, lads. Go on out, hey! Bring out the rowing team. Let's give the newbies a wedgie. All of that sort of crack. But there must be a reason. There must be a reason that these lads look back on their school days as the greatest.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're having shit lives. Oh. Maybe they were filled full of optimism, and then they got out there and they realised. That was it. That was your best bit.
What do you mean everyone thinks I'm a wanker? I'm a really nice guy. I've literally bought new deck shoes like every day of my fucking life, and you're telling me it's like, I know, yeah.
What do you mean a straw boater isn't in? Of course, straw boater's always in.
Look at this guy over here. Parents only have one house. What a cock. I know, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know. I guess it's just an experience you've never had, so you don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I remember actually once when I was it was laughingly referred to as college, I suppose. It was kind of like post-leaving cert, right? You know what I mean? Course type things. But I remember going to this sort of party on, like, student party, right? But and there was one, it was like all these different courses, and it was whatever, it doesn't matter anyway, so some party. But we ended up in a house in Howth, right? And it was
very nice.
up Howth Hill.
Oh, lovely. The higher up you go, the bit fancier it gets, of course.
It was very nice. So much so that the party was in the guy's house, as in the student's house.
Oh, right, yeah.
Which was separate to his parents' house.
On the same land.
On the same.
Stop. Sure, that's another world, isn't it?
And I mean, literally, as you well know, you're talking about the bloke who thought he wasn't posh enough to eat in Bewley's. So you can imagine how out of me depth I was.
I cannot, it's when you get things wrong that you realise how out of touch you are. Because I remember being invited to Wong's in Clontarf, right?
Right. And fine restaurant.
Oh, yeah. But it was definitely not as far. I'd never been to a restaurant, like, ever.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a pizza place once beforehand, right? I was in the 90s, and I was working since I'm 16, so, and I was like, oh, Jesus. I was like, to me, this was like going to Patrick Ebers. I was like going to, like, a 4 Switzerland star restaurant in Michelin, right? It was like that. Right, it was like a Switzerland star restaurant, right?
Oh my God!
That's what it was like.
Do you reckon in Michelin they have Switzerland stars? That'd be brilliant. Yeah. Here in Michelin we have Switzerland stars.
So imagine Michelin star, any who could have, you get them in chippers compared to this Switzerland star. Right? And I remember going in, and I had never dressed up for anything before. Really?
Oh my God! You don't tell me you wore a tie or anything.
No, I didn't wear a tie, but I wore a short and all. It was all too tight in the neck because it wasn't my short, and it was like strangled going in. It was like you could see me skin all wrinkled. The short. Like,
you should have got the Botox operation.
You should have got the Botox operation and left me smooth balls hanging out for a fancy. I did my balls for the occasion. I'm strangled here, but as you can see, the balls are breathing for the occasion. I'm gonna just, You know,
Oh my God.
And I walked in. I remember I was trying to be real proper and everything. I didn't know what to do. I had no idea the rules.
Yeah.
And like it's a Chinese. At the end of the day, it's a Chinese.
Yeah.
And they brought out the finger bowl, and I drank the finger bowl.
Oh my God.
Which loads of people do. It's a thing.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
a
drank the
recognised thing.
But like they handed it down and just looking at a little lemon in it. And I remember looking around and I was thinking, I was fucking starving as well. You know, and just looking, oh sure, I might as well be the first.
To eat the lemon.
Yeah, well, I drank it back and put the lemon in my mouth after.
You thought you were doing shots.
I was like, what an idiot, man. Like, what an idiot.
I remember a Chinese situation where somebody had to show me what you do with those, you know, when you have aromatic duck.
Oh,
the pancakes.
yeah. I've had to have that done.
I had to be shown.
Although
This English lad had to show me what you do with it, how you put it together.
I was lucky enough now that somebody says, well, I'll get this, and then she says, oh, we'll share this, and of course straight away I was thinking, oh, yeah, bitch. Fuck this anyway. I'm going to be mad for this now, and then I'm going to be watching you picking through with that for ages, right?
Yeah.
But thankfully it was a shared, so she was like, oh, you've never had this before, so the embarrassment was gone out of it, you know, that way.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad, you know, like.
God. There's nothing worse though, is there? Like, you can't, you know, when you're trying to
have a good
fit
time.
in.
Trying to fit in. You can't have a good time when you're trying to fit in.
No, exactly.
You can't. It's not possible.
Yeah.
And you end up making a show of yourself. Like, and then you're nervous, so stupid normal things happen that you make a show of yourself. Like, I remember once in a restaurant, oh my God, I was mortified. I still haven't got over it. I was mortified. So I'm just going to go to the toilet. Yeah, grand. For a start, there's no reason to tell anyone that. Announcing to the table, I'm just going to go to the toilet. And everyone, okay.
Yeah. Like, straight away, you don't have to get anything wrong with your knives and forks. Straight away, telling everybody you're going to the toilet has immediately put you in a different class.
Different class, right, Grant. He's announced to the table he's going to the toilet. You stand up. I'm just going to go to the toilet. Oh, for fuck's sake. And then walking, and then, you couldn't find it. You know what I mean? I walk up the stairs. Oh shit, this is another part of the restaurant, right? Walk back downstairs. The table sees me coming back down the stairs. Just wave.
Still going to the toilet.
Still going to the toilet now. Haven't relieved myself yet. You know, and then you're there to, sorry, can you tell me where the toilet is? And your woman goes, yeah, just over thing. And you go, Grant, I couldn't see the door, man. I couldn't, like, you know the way you're like, literally like.
Yeah. What was it in with the decor or something?
Yeah, well, I just didn't see anything. I just didn't see a door. And then I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Well, like, what am I going to do? You know, and then you're sort of just standing in the restaurant, like, you know, and then you say to somebody else, I'm just looking for the toilet. Yeah, just there. Right. Can't see
What
it.
sort of a restaurant was this?
I couldn't see it.
Like a jungle
there's a
themed
little
or
hall,
something.
right, that goes down into the kitchen. But I didn't know you walked down further past the kitchen entrance and it was on your right hand side.
Right, okay.
So I thought, well, it's obviously not down fucking there because that's where they're bleeding. That's where they're making the food. I'm not going to walk in and piss in the kitchen. You know what I mean? And then and like you're doing the thing, I was like, what am I going to do? And then you just took a punt on it and walked past. Still couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And I stood there for about 5 minutes, didn't do anything, and then just came back out and sat back down and just bursted to go to the toilet for another hour. For like another hour, I was just bursting to go to the toilet. I had to wait till someone else was going and says, I followed them. I'd followed them in. Followed him in. So
Jesus Christ.
And the shame of it. The shame of just it's because they just couldn't do around and go, where's the fucking Jackson here? I can't find it. I'm after going around 3 times. I can't find it.
I know. And then having to tell somebody afterwards when somebody said to you, oh, you were in blah, blah, blah. What do you think of the place? Well, I'll tell you something. I don't think much of their toilets anyway.
Did you know there's no toilet? Anywhere. And they keep telling you there is.
Toilets everywhere. Yeah. Oh, they tell you that. It's an optical illusion.
Yeah, well, I couldn't find it. Everyone I thought was slashing in the kitchen.
Yeah. Thankfully, they give you these little side bowls. I was able to have a slash.
If I didn't drink that, I had nowhere to go. I tell you, only my balls were smooth. I wouldn't have done that either.
Right. Oh God! No place to go. Time to go out of here. Anyway,
time for another toilet. I think I remember where it is.
Yeah, just be careful now that your Botox balls don't slip out of your hand.